Stuttering John was in the Silver Lake Tavern in Dingman's Ferry, Pennsylvania last night, playing a sold-out show. He mentioned this many times. He was opening for some musician who was on top of John's name on the bill.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he didn't make that real public, but it did leak out that that's what was going on. So here's a photo on Dabblers Anonymous of the venue that John was playing. And you can see John right there on what would be a stage if there was a stage, and a bunch of people sitting around at tables. Not a huge room.
Casual.
Not the biggest room I've ever seen. So there was also some things that leaked from the show. Tommy Jordan was there recording it.
Because you sent him, I heard.
Well, okay, good. I'm glad you brought that up, because that specifically is what John is going to say on his show. But I just thought this was very funny. So the show he played, Silver Lake Tavern, if you look at the description on Google, it says relaxed wood-paneled bar. And someone posted this
we know what
on
kind of bar
Dabblers.
they are.
It's posted this on Dabblers. It just said, hypocrites! Go checking out a wood-paneled bar. That's crazy.
Just do it.
So Tommy Jordan is this guy who says he's a comic. He started doing a show. He's trying to get into the Dabbleverse. He was the one who paid John money on John's birthday to come on the show, and he tried to porn bomb him. Or no, he tried to show guns. He tried to show images of guns, or maybe Anthony with his gun or something like that, because John had gotten in trouble for that. His channel had gotten struck for showing guns before. And, Shuli and I both came out on Point Dabble Point and said, yeah, we're not trying to get John's channel taken down. That's not what we're doing here. We want John to do shows. We want him to be out there performing. It's what we enjoy watching from him. And so Tommy live streamed John's set. And I was watching Uncle Rico last night when we got back from the Jim Norton show. And sure enough, they got word that he was being live streamed. So Shuli and the gang were watching that. So I was kind of watching it through them and what was happening.
Did Jim Norton have a lot of this going on? People showing up, streaming his...
No, I didn't see any of that.
That's weird. Because Jim Norton's famous. So you would think that would just happen to him, you know?
Jim Norton had more people at the show, too, watching him do stand-up. So you think percentage-wise, it would just, it would be just the chances. Yeah, there's chances someone would be there videotaping the show. Well, this is a quick video from Tommy Jordan. Now, he has since taken all of these down from what I've heard. And I did get a link to his YouTube, but that's been taken down. Oh, no. So when he was live streaming this last night, apparently he decided that it wasn't a good thing to have up on his social media, because after the show, he kept getting in John's face and trying to interview him. Did you see any of this stuff?
On Dabblers, yeah.
Yeah. So here's a quick clip of John leaving the bar that he was performing at. And John does seem like he's stumbling a bit in this. Let me make this full screen.
You said you wanted to meet me, bro.
Whoa.
I'm over here now.
Oh, he's toast.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
The butter.
All right. Later, guys. I got kicked out. I'll wait. John said you wanted to meet me, and I came to meet you.
No, I didn't say.
You were full of shit. I said, I want to meet you for this.
So that was Shooting the Gang
You
watching
said you wanted to meet me, bro.
from last night. And so you could see that Tommy Jordan's being a little aggressive there.
Yeah.
Said, you wanted to meet me, bro? It's just like, all right, this is not what the Dabbleverse is
You don't need
about.
to get in his face, yeah.
Yeah, we're not confronting John and trying to fight him. This is what John does.
Silly,
This is why we find John to be an asshole, because he's always talking about fighting people and going to their houses, going to Melton's house and KB's apartment.
What is Tommy Jordan fighting John over? What is the
Right, yeah. What's even the point of this?
Yeah.
John has driven in front of my house in Cape Coral and filmed it for no reason. Like, yeah, these are the things that we make fun of him for doing. And we were going across the line here. It's things that you should not be doing. And John's got it all figured out why this happened to him after he gets back to his hotel after doing the show.
Yeah, I did a great show. Love hanging out with people, being the kind man that I am. But of course, this duet has to send people here to harass me. But
why'd you do that?
That's his MO.
That's my MO.
But you just said
Can't get any content on himself.
Was it all a lie, Carl?
This Tommy Jordan guy who I've never talked to in my life and don't know anything about. Apparently I sent him.
That's what you would say.
Right. I sent him to go beat up John. It's just so funny to me. I mean, that is slander. It's slanderous to say that. It's very funny to me that John would come on his show right after this happened and just be like, Carl sent him. I mean, Shuley and the gang were messaging him or trying to get people to message him because they were showing it. And so that's how I was seeing it. I don't know why John assumes that I'm the one sending people to things. Because that's not the case, but he's got that all figured out.
He thinks you're pretty powerful.
I guess so.
It's interesting, too, because obviously, like, the Dabbleverse has magnified it. But I realized that when listening to you guys go back through the show you do on Patreon, where you're like, listening to the old John stuff.
Yeah.
And the first time you ever talked about him, he's doing a podcast where he's reading, like, nasty tweets that he got just from random people.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, this is not a new thing. Like, people have been dicks. Like, Howard Stern fans were assholes to you. Like, it's always existed. This is not a thing that Carl did or Shuley did or whatever.
No, he was talking about Twidiots long before we got involved.
Yeah.
And started doing who are these podcasts. Like, people were fucking with him on Twitter forever. He's always been a punching bag and the laughing stock. But now John is trying to pretend because he knows that his stand-up set was recorded again. So now he's trying to pretend that there's no way anyone can play any of that.
Yeah. It's just like, isn't this getting old? And when they play that, I pity the fool that plays my stand-up. Put that way. Skull!
I mean, these empty threats have been going on forever, and no one ever once, aside from maybe Heather W. or something, no one ever once has been like, oh shit, okay. I don't want to play any of John's stand-up then. Bad things are going to happen to me.
You must be a little worried after playing you doing the act. They could come after you now.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. We'll get there in a moment. We're going to find out why we should be scared to play John's stand-up.
Yeah.
So I'll get into that. But first, John has to respond to questions of why he didn't kick the shit out of Tommy Jordan. Because John's been working out at the gym. I don't know if you've seen his biceps lately.
Ooh.
But he's ready to fight.
Good.
And he didn't when he had a chance.
The Dabbler Rican had John scared as hell. No, not really. I'm not scared. Just can't beat the shit out of somebody because that would be violent. I don't promote violence of any kind.
He doesn't. Oh, weird. I remember in Atlantic City when Rocco asked if his son ever creeped in his face. And John goes, and I told him, let's go outside. I was going to beat the shit out of him. And no one would go outside. And I was calling out Melton, and I was calling everyone out. And no one wanted to fight because they're all pussy boys and barrel wussas. And now John, having an opportunity to fight a guy who's harassing him and fucking with him, goes, I wouldn't resort to violence, guys. That's crazy. Who would do such a thing?
Well, that would be what Rocco did is an assault, so it would be self-defense, I think.
I don't think if you ask someone to come outside, it can be called self-defense. There was also a video that John had, I wish I still had it, where John was threatening me the next time he sees me in Cape Coral. He was going to kick my ass.
Wait for it.
Very overt threat of violence against me. And now all of a sudden, John's like, I'm not a violent guy. I don't know what you're talking about. How many times did he threaten to fight all of us?
I am stumped by this fucking guy.
And he always says in the boxing ring, but then he says YouTube's terms of service. So it doesn't actually mean the boxing ring. It means he wants to beat us up.
It's exhausting, and it's what has me like going back and forth, where there's times where I've been like, I can't hear this guy say the same fucking thing again. But then when he does it like 3 more times, I get riled up. I'm like, how can he not hear himself? It's crazy.
I know.
Now it's funny again.
It's all contradictions all the time. Now, I think Cardiff was talking about this on the show this morning because Rocco is dead. So that's bad news. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But so Cardiff did a show instead, and they were talking about getting a 6-pack to go from a bar. Now, in Pennsylvania, this is pretty standard.
Yeah.
Because of the way the laws work with alcohol sales, and I think this is still the case. I haven't been to PA in a little while, where you have to go to government-run beer stores, and they close at a certain time. So if you want to buy beer after a certain hour, you can't go to a convenience store or a grocery store. You have to buy them from a bar.
Right.
Okay.
So John went home with a 6-pack to go.
Silver Lake Tavern was nice enough to give me a 6-pack. Of course, I don't really drink that much at a gig.
Who's he trying to fool?
I know, like we all hear him slurring his stupid stand-up set on all of these leaked audio.
Is alcohol in here? I'm not familiar with that.
He didn't drink very much.
He was falling over.
Yes, we saw him stumbling in the parking lot, but no, he got a 6-pack to go, which is great. Happy that he's able to drink some more beers wherever he's staying.
Wondering why he had a Mick Ultra and not a Busch Light, and that explains
It's
it.
free.
Yep.
Because it was given to him, of course. So there's a guy in the chat who's bringing up something that John might be doing that's illegal, like criminally illegal.
Spider McGee. I don't know. I'm at a gig. I'm not really.
So Spider McGee says, witness intimidation equals Class E felony, 4 years jail. And John's not picking up what he's putting down.
I don't know. I'm at a gig. I'm not really on the road, am I?
Nothing to do with anything. So then he comes back and writes this.
No, I did not.
He said, you threatened Lucy, a potential witness.
Not at all.
So, of course, there's a signed affidavit from Kaylee, Lucy Tightbox, as part of this, one of the filings of this lawsuit that we have, this lawsuit with John. And so it's not a good idea to threaten people who are involved in your lawsuit. This is Stuttering John from that Monday night that he was streaming drunk from his living room and laughing about the Bills losing.
You realize you work for a law firm in Rochester.
So he knows that she works for a law firm in Rochester. Okay.
You do know that. I'm not going to dox you. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I don't know if they're going to be happy that you're busy obsessing over me.
You don't know if they're going to be happy.
His concern is touching.
That sounds like a threat,
Yeah.
right? Like someone would tell them about
The good
this?
news is he's not under oath, so I don't think you guys can.
All right, well, that's good.
He hasn't been sworn in. You know, most witness intimidation is done in the courtroom, where they look over and say, "Your Honor, close your ears for a moment."
You're right, yes. No, he just looks over, just makes the, what's that sign?
Oh, yeah.
Throat
Sayonara. I was just going to say, he wants to come across as a ladies' man.
Oh, yeah.
So he's bringing that shit up, and we know it's not true.
Of course.
Or tough guy. He wants to weaponize information. He just doesn't know how.
He has no idea. Yeah, he's like, I know you work for a law firm. Neat.
Inept in every way.
Yep.
Now, I know you want me. I know you really, really love me. But I wouldn't think that's a good... I don't know if your law firm's going to be happy with that kind of behavior. You know, I wouldn't. When I become a lawyer, wouldn't want my employees to be trashing people online.
Wait a second. Now, not only is he an attorney, but he's a partner at the firm?
Yes.
Wow.
In
That happened
fact,
quick.
Kaylee, you're fired. Sorry.
Yeah, he's going to take over Kaylee's firm. Immediately fire him. That sucks.
So in this scenario, Lucy's boss goes up to her and says, "Lucy, we just got a phone call. We understand you have a crush on a John Melendez, and we're going to need you to pack your things and get the hell out of here."
Yeah. We hear you've been tugging at his pigtails. We don't appreciate that kind of behavior offline.
It sounds like you're really into him, according to these reports.
We're not that kind of firm.
That's just me. Let's go.
Yeah. Back home with a Busch Light.
Yeah. So there's John making idle threats at people. That probably not the best idea. So then someone brings up, John might be trying out some new bits in his act.
Nah. I was already killing. Like, why try anything different?
So the super chat that comes up is, let's hear your new genital wart bit. Love you, Duke.
I don't think he actually had one.
I don't think he does.
Nah. I was already killing. Like, why try anything different?
And Mike, you study comics, and I hear this all the time from comedians. They're like, as soon as I get an act that's working, I never change it.
And also,
I'm good to go.
It might be the perfect time to try new material. Is when you're killing,
No shit.
not when you're bombing.
Right. Good point.
Well,
never
you didn't
update
like
your
my
act.
A stuff. Let's hear something I've never tried before.
Never update your act, John. Keep talking about Taylor Swift and Kanye's rivalry, because that's what's topical of the news. He still does that. He's
I
such a
think it's
fucking
just
idiot.
heating up. We haven't heard the best of that yet.
Okay, fair enough.
He's such a dummy. He thinks that is one of his bits, probably.
Yeah, you're right. He's just like, I didn't get to the Gentleman Warts bit last night, but
That is good. I forgot about that.
all right. So this is the reason why we should be very afraid, and he pities the fool who plays any of his stand-up routine.
But was it video or audio?
Video on.
Oh, this is Ava Riza joins the show, quickly becoming the permanent co-host of the Stuttering John podcast. And so Ava's reporting to the Duke, the dabbler, John Melendez, that this guy, Tommy Jordan, was live streaming his set.
But was it video or audio?
Video on his phone. His stream.
Really?
He suddenly took his stream down.
Well, he should, because I'll sue him.
Well, he might get pulled over because those people are really mad at him.
No, I'll strike it. You know, my whole set is copyrighted.
His whole set is copyrighted. He could sue this guy for live streaming his set.
Yeah. I always hear that about stand-ups that don't have any of the material online, that it's all copyrighted.
It's all copyrighted. He's such a bad liar. And again, he's just a dumb guy who thinks everyone else is dumb and will fall for shit that he would fall for himself. Anyone can look up what anyone has copyrighted with the U.S. government.
And how would he even do that? Does that mean every word has to be exactly the same every time? Like, how would he go about doing that?
I'm glad you asked that, because he explains.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but that's copyrighted, so I can't wait.
I don't know for sure if Shuli restreamed the actual stand-up part. I only caught the part of Shuli where he was just watching Tommy Jordan outside contemplating.
My whole act, every joke is copyrighted. So
there you go.
Let's see what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
you know? And I'll strike every one of those bitches.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a good look, John, to talk about striking people and this whole idea that every joke in his stand-up act is copyrighted. Mm-hmm. I've gone through the copywriting process, because Who Are These Podcasts is copyrighted. It's a pain in the ass. It's not an easy thing. I can't imagine copywriting every joke I ever wrote.
You don't think he has the follow-throughness to do this?
It would be stupid to do it. It costs money. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yes. It wouldn't even make sense to do this. But also, like I said, it's public information who owns what copyrights. So I was looking through all of the copyrights John owns. Mm-hmm. And he owns a lot for songs, for music. He has a lot of copyrights.
Sure.
His book.
The book.
He has a copyright for. And no jokes. Not a stand-up act. Not
Did you
a
open
set.
the jokes section on the copyright website?
Oh, shit. I saw that tab. I didn't click it.
Yeah, well, there you go. I'm
Maybe
thinking
he
of all
does
those
have
poor
it.
people I've heard quote Rodney Dangerfield that are in real legal trouble now.
They're in prison.
ICE has already shipped them to
Yeah, they're
El
gone.
Salvador.
Oh,
see
good. Good
It's
riddance.
too bad. Oh, wow. So John is very distraught that this guy was there streaming his show. And I watched a little bit of it. You know, it's the same act that he does. Sure. And it's clunky and people are talking. It was $30 to go there. And like I said, there's a musical act after him. I have a feeling a lot of people were there to see the musical act because people were not paying attention to his set. I hear a lot of people just clamoring in the background as John's going through, talking about his son being born on the 1st of January. And he went through the whole Kardashians at his house, New Year's Eve party thing.
30-year-old son.
Very endearing conversation that he's having. And so John brings up that you shouldn't want to sabotage his shows because then he wouldn't make as much money. And he says something that I once said, and he actually gets it right. Kevin Brennan never gets this right, but John actually got it right.
Don't forget, just do it. Said it's an act of violence to fuck with anyone's income.
That's true.
So is he doing it to make me not want to do it, stand up anymore? Like, is he trying to make me not want to do stand up anymore? I mean, because isn't that an act of violence?
That's what it looks like. It looks like they're trying to sabotage your live gigs.
All right. So recording someone is not an act of violence. It's not sabotaging him. Like Kevin Brennan talked about heckling him when he's in the tent next week.
Yeah.
And then putting his car alarm off next to the tent as John's trying to perform.
Yeah.
Like that would definitely sabotage a stand-up show.
Yes.
People can't hear.
Yes.
What this guy did, which I don't condone, he films him, he live streams it, and then he confronts John, and he gets kicked out of the place multiple times. He keeps coming back in, trying to confront John again, getting kicked out again. So, like, that's not sabotaging a show, but it is harassment, and it is something that we frowned upon. No one's asking anyone to do that.
He seems
It's
like an annoying guy, yeah.
But again, the irony here can't be lost on anyone. The reason why John is famous is for going up to celebrities and asking them questions when they didn't want to be asked questions that were obnoxious. I mean, the Billy Crystal one is just a perfect example of this, where Billy Crystal's just milling about and John's going, hey, your movie sucks. And Billy's like, fuck you, man.
But he did it with real tact. There was an art to it when he did it.
I know that John tries to pretend like, well, I didn't hide behind a costume. You know, like that was one of his excuses. Like, I could do it. They can't, because I'm not like pretending I'm somebody I'm not. Tommy Jordan's out there. He's not pretending he's someone he's not.
Right.
So what's your excuse now? Now what is it?
He was literally out there.
Yeah, well, right. Yes. So
well, that is classic John too, where he's like he has the list of things, and this will be added to it. Where it's like they called to get my gigs canceled. They call my mother on Christmas Eve, and it's all whatever ill happens to him in the world. It's Carl and Shuley sent these people to do this to me, and it's never
They put
corrected.
rakes on my lawn.
Yep.
Yeah, they made it rain today.
Did you watch this? So this is, by the way, this is late last night.
Yeah.
I turned this on. I fell asleep, woke back up, turned this on at like 3 a.m. He was still going.
I saw some of it. Certainly not the whole thing.
Okay, yeah, I didn't catch all of it last night, but I was watching a little bit of it. You know, Joey C's on and Ava, whatever. And it's amazing that you said that, Mike, because that's where I'm going next.
Oh.
Where John equates anything that happens to him as myself personally, and maybe Shuley, are the only ones doing all of these things to him. But first, someone tells John he's got to watch this Dr. Steve interview on Chad Zumach's show. And John's not sure why, but he's being told by good sources, so he pops that up here.
Steve, you're a good man, but this is not looking good for you.
But they're not grifting. This is like a real thing, these legal fees.
Absolutely. No, listen, Carl asked me to set it up. I had said, what can I do to help? Right. And he called me one day, and I put it on the GoFundMe. I had been big letters. Carl made me do this. It was a joke, but he said, if we set it up, people will assume we're grifting. And we tried to think of someone that could set this up and, to help defray the legal fees. And he said, you're the most Switzerland person that we know. So I agreed to do it because they're my friends, but I also.
So that was a clip.
Joey.
Yes.
I mean, come on, man. He decided to, because they're his friends. But the real issue is that Lady K decided to ask him because he didn't want to be embarrassed. Right. You understand?
Ooh. What happened was Dr. Steve reached out to me with a very generous offer when he found out we were getting sued. And I'm in this with Shuley together. Yeah. Shuley and I are in this together. So what I thought of was, you know what? If you want to help us out, and I do appreciate that, thank you. We could use the support on this. I did not have getting sued by an idiot in the budget for WATP this year.
You should have thought of that.
I told Steve what you could do is set this up for us because Shuley and I both need the support. That way we can split whatever people who have been very generous are willing to donate towards this cause. And for some reason, John is turning this into something that Dr. Steve has done that's nefarious, which is wild.
Dr. Steve, shame on you. Shame
and
on
you go back way back to Dr. Steve back in the day, didn't you? At one point.
I think he's a nice man, but this is a bad look, fam.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
what's going to happen?
He's going to help somebody that's been harassing me and recording me and doing things like this idiot that came to my show today, he is supporting that.
You've been doing things?
Oh, man.
You son of a bitch.
I just received in a lot of trouble for this. This is really bad. What's going on here?
God.
So apparently John is, and it's funny that Joey C goes, don't you go way back with Dr. Steve? Yeah. John wanted to get his medical practice taken down, or his
the
license.
good old days.
You got to get his medical license taken away because Dr. Steve wore a shirt John didn't like. So that was the first run in.
It was. I was watching John one day, and there was a great moment where he goes. Someone asked him what Dr. Steve did to him, like why he was bitching, and he goes,
"Yeah,
he wore a shirt mocking me."
Yes, that's right.
That's what it came down to.
Yeah.
He is still pissed about the backlash he got for wanting to go after Dr. Steve.
He couldn't believe it. He's like, why does everyone love Dr. Steve so much? What's going on here?
He is loving this opportunity to wag his finger at Dr. Steve, even if it's actually a bad look for John. He doesn't realize
it's a horrible look for John.
Yeah.
And this morning he doubled down because this is a tweet that he put out at 10:16 a.m. where he says, wow, I'm unraveling the legal ramifications of a certain Dr. Steve at Weird Medicine, tisk tisk. So he's publicly once again going after Dr. Steve when there's no legal ramifications. None of this makes any fucking sense. He's such an idiot. Dr. Steve went on to explain very succinctly how the money is going directly to our attorney, and Dr. Steve doesn't see it or touch it, and Shirley and I can't see it or touch it. Like, we set this up specifically so that there's no way that this money is going towards any profitable endeavor. This is all to pay ridiculous attorney fees for a ridiculous, frivolous lawsuit.
See, when I was listening to him, I thought he was trying to frame it as like you didn't want people to know that you asked Steve to set it up. It was almost like he was alluding to something, dare I say, nefarious.
Yes.
And he's like, see, Carl asked him. Like, it was a gotcha moment.
Dr. Steve wrote it on the GoFundMe.
The perfect
Carl
plan.
made me do this. It's like an all caps.
It's the first thing you read.
It's like an all caps on there. And I forgot about this. Thanks again, Fudgicle. He's been helping us out a lot today. Dr. Steve said he offered addiction help to John, but John thinks he doesn't need it. I forgot about that. At a certain point, Dr. Steve was seeing like what happened with Lady Di. He was watching Stuttering John. And I don't know if Dr. Steve reached out directly or just kind of put it out there that like he was willing to work with John and try to help him through that. And John hates that. He does not want to better himself. It's very insulting to suggest that might happen. Oh no. Dr. Steve is going to jail. Fuck.
It's too bad.
Well, that sucks. I want that to happen.
I hear it's pretty good, actually. It's kind of like a motel with solid doors.
Yeah, you get to call Gino on the phone and talk sports betting and stuff. It's
Dr.
not
Steve,
so
you're
bad.
going to have a blast.
You're going to have so much fun in there.
Tablet time.
This is just fun because there's a obnoxious John. OJ sends in a super chat. And John, I realize he's drunk, but that's no excuse for him not understanding what any words mean at all.
So.
But anyway, thanks for the $5, OJ. Really should be a 50 or 100, considering you fucking snipe me every fucking show. Sociologist, what is it? I can't even see it here.
It's a sociologist says it's an
Let me mispronounce it for you.
John, it's a big word, so John gets closer to it.
extreme symptom of low self-esteem to artificially adopt the dialect of another racial group talking to you, Tommy Jordan.
Thank you, Joey, because I'm having a problem seeing all of a sudden. Yeah, it's an extreme. Ava, do you know what this means?
It's
just wait. The part of the sociology was
what a panel.
Symptom of low self-esteem to artificially adopt the dialect of another racial group. Talking to you, Tommy Jordan. I don't know.
I haven't understood a fucking word any of them have said so
okay.
far.
Oh, no. Let me read it to you.
Let's harmonize together.
Let me read it to you. Sociologists say it is an extreme symptom of low self-esteem to artificially adopt the dialect of another racial group. Talking to you, Tommy Jordan.
Okay. Like, now I get it.
You get it, right? It's not that difficult?
Not
So
really.
finally, Ava breaks it down for these idiots.
basically because Tommy acts black.
Oh.
Yeah, and he codes it. I can't tell if he's white or Hispanic, but like it's like a wigger. Like he
Right.
yeah.
There you go. See, OJ, next time you write it, just be like, isn't that Tommy guy a wigger? And John will get it.
Oh, wigger.
So funny. I don't know if that was the real OJ or not, but either way, it was a funny
Thanks
super
either
chat
way.
and response to that.
Who are these podcasts?